Right guys, so what we've been doing today anyway to catch these mullet, well, how Liam's caught them anyway, not me. I've been doing a lot of missing, but
you've been unlucky.
Yeah, I have. I've been getting a lot of single bites. Nothing's really been continuous. Well, I did just have a twitch on my rod then, so hopefully we get something on that. We'll see.
And while Billy's getting distracted because he's watching his rod and I can see him burning in his eyeballs. Yeah, so we're each running different size cage feeders just because we've got different size ones really. There's not a strong current going through here. We don't need a certain size or weight to hold bottom here. It's just not the case. It's quite slack in this part of the dam. But yeah, we see plenty of mullet around. Lots of small ones.
Yeah, a lot of small ones and shoals up to like 40, 50. And they normally come in first, and we did see them as the tide was coming in. Fed some bread out to them, crumbed it up, threw a bit on the surface as well, and they did start to get onto the feed pretty quickly, to be honest.
Yeah, and then we saw a few bigger ones moving in, which I was lucky enough to have one of them, which is great. £2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
I believe it weighed.
Well, it was a nice one. There's bigger here for sure. But it's definitely a nice starting point.
It's nice. I'm not gonna be mad that I caught it by any means. You know,
you're not gonna turn your nose up at that. Yeah.
No, exactly. But this is just one of the many places you can fish for mullet down where we live. You got Lopwell Dam, you got Beerfirst, you got Weirkey, you got Plymouth all around the harbour, and it can be quite frustrating to say the least. They are quite fish.
Definitely test your patience and test your skills as an angler too. It really does. They're fantastic fish to catch, and when you hook one, you'll understand they're so hard fighting. And as you would have seen from Liam's catch, they tear line off your reel because you need to have light line to catch them anyway. Otherwise, you don't really stand a chance. But when you do hook one, they do run and they love to battle, and what a battle it really is. But it does test your patience and your skills. So we've been running a cage feeder followed by a bead, like a buffer bead to protect your knot,
down to a barrel swivel,
and then from then on a trace, depending on your length. That's up to you.
Billy's using just thin line, I'm using fluoro.
Yeah, so we thought we'd do a bit of a test to see
the difference in interest really.
See if we can get.
And to be honest, even though I've caught one, there's not been a lot of difference in bite frequency really.
No, we both had quite a few bites. Mine's more been like single hits and then wait, and then I'll get another tap.
I've missed one and I've got one, but both mine were definitely more confident.
Yeah, there was a lot more vigorous and continuous biting going on. As where by the time I've seen one hit, I'm like ready by my rod, and then it waits God knows how long, and then by the time I've relaxed again, it tends to go off again, and it's a continuous cycle. But
so personally, I prefer fluoro. I think I'll keep on with it. Yeah, that's the strategy we've been using. We won't keep doing it too much longer. Enjoy the pictures. Fingers crossed we'll have more footage and pictures to show you of everyone else catching, and Lee's just struck into one.
Like this, like that.
Right guys, so the audio for me playing the fish was absolutely rubbish. So here are the tips for playing mullet. 1. Have a nice soft tip on your rod to absorb the head shakes. Mullet fight very, very hard. The last thing you want is them dropping them off because you've got too stiff of a rod. I was also using a size 10 Guru hook. I was using barbless. Some people use barbed, but that choice is completely up to you. I also ran fluorocarbon to try and get more confident bites, which I feel works better. Some people just run within a line. That yet again is completely up to you. When you try and net the mullet, don't lunge the net at it. Keep the net in the water and bring the fish to it. Quite often, if you hit the net on the mullet or it lunges away, that can make the hook pull and you lose your fish. Now unfortunately, through the video clip, Billy lost a few fish, so does Lee as well. They even did a bit of spinning and they both lost a fish there as well. So unfortunately it wasn't their day, but I managed to land my mullet. The tactics do work. We're getting lots of interest, lots of bites. We probably would have hooked in and landed more if we were using barbed. Personally, we just like using barbless. Another tip is if you've got the room to let the mullet run. Do not try and bully the fish. You'll more than likely have them come off. If you're in a harbour or around pontoons or anything like that, then yes, you have to keep some pressure on them, keep your drag tighter. But where we were down the dam, I had lots and lots of open spaces, so I could let the fish run, peel line, If you're watching the video, watch my spool, you'll see the spool continuously being pulled, you know, and that's absolutely fine. Just let them tear themselves out. I'd rather take longer landing a fish and land it than try and make it shorter and risk losing it. That's in kilos, so what is it in?
You can change it to
2.3 pounds. 2.34. 2.34. So, nice £2.34 mullet on bread, Lopwell Dam. Bait cost me all of 80p. Great. Out for angling, perfect.